Welcome to PHOTONewsTV. I'm your host, Will Prentice, and today I bring you Phil Nielsen, brand specialist. No, what's your official title?
Brand manager.
Brand manager of
Consumable products.
consumables.
And consumables are basically anything that you do your final print on. You buy it, you print your pictures, and off you go. So that in our case at Amplis includes everything from Ilford darkroom products and through a wide variety of inkjet media types. And the one that in particular we want to talk about today is one of our brands, which is Hahnemühle. And it's probably the biggest question I typically get is, how do you pronounce that? There's the two little dots over the U, the umlaut. So technically it's pronounced Hahnemühle, but in North America we just refer to it as Hahnemühle. Give you a bit of history. Hahnemühle is a very well-known European fine art paper manufacturer. They've been around for over 435 years.
Wow.
Founded in 1584, and if you look on the packaging, you'll see a little rooster logo with that 1584 in it, and that really is the founding date of the company.
Cool.
Their claim to fame is their mill has one of the most pure sources of water in the world. So when they're making paper, whether it's inkjet paper or fine art paper, they don't have to take a lot of things out of the water or put a lot of additives into the water. Works extremely well. And that shows from one of the other product lines, which is a little bit not connected per se to the inkjet side of it. They're one of the world's largest manufacturers of filtration paper for scientific experiments. And it's that water purity that has allowed them to become such a world leader in that field. That characteristic then comes into their inkjet media. Why would you want to buy a paper that doesn't say the brand name of the printer on it? So Epson or Canon or HP. Very simply, as a paper manufacturer, Hahnemühle derives all of its revenue from making high quality paper. They have to do it well. They have to do a better job. So 100% of the paper that they make, that they put their brand name on, is actually manufactured by Hahnemühle. By comparison, and I often ask this question if I'm at a camera club or a school event, how much of Epson's paper do they actually make? The answer is zero.
So who makes it for them?
Various different mills around the world, and they won't tell you who they are. What we do know is that from time to time the product changes. Hahnemühle is very, very consistent. If you bought Hahnemühle Photo Rag, which is their best-selling paper, 5 years ago, and you buy it today, the product will work the same way. So it gives you that consistency and very, very high quality. Beautiful brand of paper and a lot of unique choices, all based on the fine art side of it. And they actually use that as part of their name, fine art inkjet paper. The papers are derived from typical watercolor papers, and in fact, Hahnemühle was the first company in the world to take a fine art paper and apply an ink receptive coating. And it's that ink receptive coating that allows you to get the ultimate quality from your printer. When you put ink onto a paper, especially a watercolor paper, the tendency is for it to spread or technically wick or bleed, exactly. The ink receptive coating takes that ink that your printer puts down, takes it straight into the paper. It doesn't spread at all. So you get the ultimate in sharpness, the ultimate in color gamut, with that beautiful feel and texture of a watercolor type media.
So a lot of professional photographers would use this for gallery display.
Absolutely. Professional photographers. We see a lot of it being used in the schools. We see a lot of it being sold when you go to a fine art show or you look at something like the Contact Photo Festival. Very high percentage of the prints that are on display are printed on Hahnemühle paper. And with the combination of the archival inks, the pigment inks that are in today's modern printers, and a paper that's fully archival, which Hahnemühle is, and it's certified that way, you're getting an assurance as an art purchaser that you got an image that will last for literally hundreds of years. So very, very high quality, and the durability and archival nature of it. So all the benefits with an extremely beautiful looking paper, and one of the most important parts, the wonderful hand feel, the touch of the paper. It's just absolutely beautiful.
Thanks for that, Phil. That was pretty informative. Looking forward to trying out some of the stuff that you've talked about today. If you want to follow along with more information to stay on top of this series, hit the subscribe link. We've got a lot more great content coming. Don't forget to click the like button. Show us a little bit of love. If you've got any questions or comments, leave them down below as well. We'll get back to you. We might even address it in the next video. Thanks and happy shooting.